Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Dan selamat datang ke Buah Mulut Podcast episod ke 100. Yay, we made it this far.
Yes, a lot of kilometers. A lot of miles.
If you guys are curious about our setup, this is our setup. Literally this.
Yeah.
Anwar's laptop.
Just without the camera and without all the clothes.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is our setup. We have a Zoom H6. For the curious ones, we have two mics connected to H6. We have a
two microphones.
Splitter for us to hear our voices so that we don't.
This was a pretty recent addition to the podcast.
Yeah.
Macam the last 10 probably ada.
The last forever. Oh, the last 10 baru ada splitter, yes.
Baru ada splitter.
Kau tahu sebelum ni Anwar je yang dengar, so macam that's why he speaks louder. And I just like speak like further away from the mic because of that purpose, because he wouldn't share earphones with me.
Because I didn't know where to find splitter. And I found a splitter masa pergi ke pasar malam dekat Jalan Petaling pada suatu hari.
Oh, okay. That
macam, let's get that.
But it wasn't for this purpose, and it was for something else, I think.
It was definitely for this purpose.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no other reason I want a splitter.
I don't know. You want to share it with your girlfriend or whatever?
I do. In the podcast.
Oh, I am the girlfriend.
Exactly. And we also have a laptop where we tengok soalan dalam email and also write down the things that have happened throughout the week since the last episode.
Yeah, and also we have a water bottle because I'm thirsty all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Walaupun hari ini ialah Sunday, you are thirsty.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, so how was your week?
Apa tadi? Oh, not much. Most of the things we did together.
Together.
Oh yeah, we need to promote things first.
Alright.
From my end, sure. I will promote. Please come to our workshop sharing session this Sabtu. Whenever you're going to upload this, it's going to be Sabtu 17th November anyway.
I will upload on the 18th.
Thanks.
No lah.
Okay, so that please come to that thing. There will be us. There will be Alena Murang, Faris from Sherdiam, Arwith Second Combat Utarit and PD Rice, and Ipin from Hujan Media Manager. There will be talks from them talking about their tour, and then we'll be talking about our tour as well, and we'll be doing a short acoustic performance. Literally short, very short, like 3 songs, that's it. And then everyone can chow.
All 6 people?
7, you mean?
The Venopian Solitude lah.
Oh yes, just the Venopian Solitude.
Bukan Ipin.
Tak ada. Ipin perform.
Kan Ipin. Dia rap.
He might actually be able to sing. We don't know.
He could probably be the most talented musician in Hujan. We just don't know.
We just don't know. He's a better singer than better guitar player than Ichi. Better drummer than Jeng. You know, we never know.
Exactly. It's just, amongst all the amazing things that I can do, I manage the best. That's why Hujan is so successful.
Hey. Yeah, so that's from my end. What do you have to promote?
It's not really a promotion. It's just habang.
Yeah lah.
That's basically what a promotion is, and habang.
Yes. Yeah.
Habang.
Is that not?
For the next couple of weeks, on weekdays weekday mornings from 12 hari bulan November sampai 23 hari bulan November, I will be co-hosting Fly FM punya breakfast segment from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Gibo and Ili.
Oh, Ili!
Yeah. Ili.
I don't know. I think she knows you, but I don't know if you know her.
Yeah, I don't know her, but she remembers you.
Oh yeah, dia boleh tahu
I think the first time I met her, she said that she knew you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was an intern dekat Hey Orang Kita dekat Redcom dulu.
Yeah.
So
something
yeah,
like that.
that's where I met her lah. And then she's like a a DJ now. So fancy, so nice. Finally a girl. Tak adalah finally a girl DJ. I forgot about Honey Madu. No, it has been a long time since we have, female DJs.
Ada Farah Fauzana.
BM tak kira.
Oh, ada Genie Boy.
Genie Boy is a girl.
Kita ada
siapa?
Alina Murang.
Now you know how I react when he does lame jokes. This is how I look like.
It's not even that lame. It's just bad.
It's the same thing.
Betul juga.
Okay, so yeah, listen to him talk with people in the morning. You probably hear a bunch of his lame jokes or great jokes. He has great jokes, but it's like meddled with a bunch of.
Cuma it's luck lah. Macam
you just try.
Kalau nasib baik kena. Kalau nasib tak baik then tak kena.
So it's like you're trying to like throw 10 darts at once and like.
Ili seems to be a person who's a fan of puns as well.
Yes.
So macam
very laju some more.
That'll
crazy laju.
That'll be very interesting.
Have you tried talking to her?
Yeah.
Like making jokes about puns.
Yeah,
dia laju gila.
We've cracked a few.
Oh yeah,
couple here and there.
I guess you and her are on the same level, on the same speed.
Yeah,
speed.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So if you listen to Fly FM regularly, stop listening for 2 weeks. See what happens.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
Specifically.
AM. That's all.
That's all.
And that's our episode. Thank you for
tuning in to our 100th episode.
Selamat Hari Raya. Is that a song? Selamat Hari Raya. I think.
Lagu mana?
I don't know. Maybe it's a scenario song.
Ada tak. Selamat Hari Raya. Ada.
Yeah, I think so too. I just don't remember.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Oh, 3. Melody. I got the melody absolutely wrong then.
Okay. Let's move on. It's not Raya. The episode is not.
# move on.
Okay. What should we talk about? Gostan lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we watched. We were invited by Mark Tay. Hi, Mark Tay. I don't think you're watching this. Yeah, you are busy human beings.
For the uninitiated, siapa Mark Tay?
Mark Tay is a very awesome dude. He was from that effing show.
Yeah.
Pop TV.
Pop Studio. Join beberapa episode of Pop TV punya That Effing Show.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. So if you don't know him, you can Google that effing show or Google Mark Tay. What else does he do?
I don't know. I only know that. I only know him from that.
Because you say he's an awesome human being, I thought you had more.
I'm just gonna say
info.
Well, awesome human beings can just be good at one thing.
He is pretty cool. He's a good.
Not that he's good at one thing. I only know him being good at one thing.
Did he direct Gostan Forward?
Dia lah yang direct kan?
Gostan Backwards.
I think dia yang direct.
Then
what else would he be? At
least he's a theater director.
Yes, but he's a performing arts practitioner lah. In what ways, I'm not sure.
No,
I think in many ways. So Mark Tay invited, they just like sent out emails. Whoever wants to join us at our rehearsals, come and watch our theater rehearsals. And then we decided to go, and it was yesterday. It was for a theater called Gostan Backwards. They won't be staging it here. They'll be staging it at a Bangkok festival, arts, performing arts conference or festival, whatever. So they'll be performing it there. So this week is just like them, rehearsing bagi preview before they chow and then perform. So yeah, I think you can sum it up better than I do. I don't know how to sum that thing up.
It's played by Marion De Cruz,
who
is an arts practitioner as well. She mostly
choreographer and dancer.
Mainly. She is a product of University Science Malaysia, Pulau Pinang, and she teaches in Aswara now. She's, I don't know, she looks around 50 lebih.
64, above age. 65.
She's 65. And throughout her very macam interesting life, she's performed dance in New York. She's done a lot of even controversial stuff here in Malaysia.
To give you an idea of what she's done, two things, the naked one and the tempurung tempayan one. So the naked one, she went to New York, and people waktu tu 1980s ke 70s, they were like, New York was having this craze of exotic Asian shit. So when she came there and then she performed 39, right? 39, which is a traditional perlis dia cakap. Perlis dance, and people like macam, ooh, she's like so, it's so, it macam,
Are you double jointed?
Pasal
apa dia tiba-tiba ada a UK accent.
Itulah, I don't know,
New
you
York
did
kan, yeah. Are you double jointed?
Because it's video form, so you're more conscious about yourself.
Conscious about what?
Yourself, never mind. So people were macam basically enthralled by her performance and then one person, which is huge, I forgot her name or his name, dia kata macam, hey, would you like to choreograph a dance for me? And then dia kata okay. And then what she did was she taught like 4 dudes how to do silat, because she also learned silat, right?
Yes.
How to do silat, and she only knew about it on the day of performance. They were all naked, so 4 white men performing silat naked. That was the piece. Like there was like a window sill or something, and there were like 4 window sills, and one person is like on each window performing silat. And another one was she bought a tempayan, and dalam tempayan tu ada air, and then the dancers were in the tempayan and dancing macam in the tempayan, and also macam start crawling out and then dancing on the tempayan and outside the tempayan. So yeah, that's her choreography is basically like contemporary dance yang mainly gabung Malay traditional dances dengan I don't know what.
I don't know either.
Yeah, just contemporary Malay dances. But she has done like Indian classical, probably some Western ballet. She's done ballet also. Everything like all kinds of dance. 65 years worth of dancing. Yeah, so that's her. And the theater is about her journey from
one place to another.
From one place to another lah, basically. Just like basically her story lah. How would you sum it up?
It's mostly a monologue about the experiences that she's undertaken and the encounters that she's had with a lot of people reacting to what she does, which is interesting stuff because she does interesting things and is an interesting human being. And it's really macam cool to see that such a human being exists just in our shores and taking inspirations from all around her. There was this one piece that she performs briefly with Anne James. Anne James comes and joins her for a little bit to do 5 minutes of an Indonesian poem.
Oh, Pelacu something.
Nama dia apa dia tak?
Maria Zaitun.
Maria Zaitun. My name is Maria Zaitun, and I'm here to say, and it was pretty cool, and yeah, macam it was wise, it was interesting, it was cool, it was engaging throughout. A lot of monologues, I feel like it's easy for you to macam, or at least it's easy for me to lose focus and not pay attention
Same.
in certain spots. But in Gostan backwards, it was just, I was on throughout. It was witty in parts. It was moving in parts. It was powerful in most parts as well. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
When you say it's engaging, is it because of the visuals and her dancing intermittently that made you engage in the monologue?
That too. I think the whole piece, it worked. It worked a lot. It worked well. Macam even when she was just sitting on the table and just talking, you know, I didn't feel like I wanted to look at my phone or start thinking about something else or anything like that.
Well, there were like only so few people, so if you start looking at your phone,
Yeah, maybe that too. But you know, maybe I didn't even feel like I wanted to do it, you know? You know? So macam sometimes you want to do it but decide against it because of circumstances. But you know, for this one macam I didn't have the inclination to, and I usually have the inclination to. So it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. Yeah, and I would urge everyone in Bangkok, if you're watching this,
from Bangkok,
yeah, go ahead and check out that show because it should be pretty cool.
But I heard it's like an invite-only event, and
Or
I
for
want to
real?
watch. I don't know. It's a conference also.
Oh, okay, I see.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Okay, let's
But
move.
I feel very fortunate that we were able to go. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us, Mark Teh, for letting us go there lah. So that's mainly it. Yeah. Okay, so next item on the docket, final item, because after this we go into emails, is A Star Is Born. It is directed by Bradley Cooper.
It's a movie.
It's a movie directed by Bradley Cooper.
It's a musical.
Ada Lady Gaga, ada Bradley Cooper,
Gaga.
and a bunch of other people that we
Other
may
people.
recognize from another movie but don't remember their names.
Like Dave Chappelle.
No, the driver people, kawan-kawan bapak dia tu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, macam very familiar faces. Like the kind of actor that you want to be lah. Macam
yes.
I know this face, but kau berlakon kat mana, apa nama kau, aku lupa. Yeah. So that, and it's actually, from what I heard from my friends, I forgot to do the research. It's a fourth adaptation of the same name movie, cerita. There's the fourth adaptation, and tu lah. Bradley Cooper basically disrespected my tear ducts. He's so good, despite his directorial debut. He pulled it off really well. Okay, let's get into the two. So,
do your tear ducts quack? Because they're ducts of tears. What did you think about the movie? Oh, you're the one who's reacting to the camera. I'm acting as if the camera isn't there. You're sort of doing
no,
that.
I'm showing
exactly,
to you guys.
Exactly. I'm like,
that this is how I
macam,
react.
For me, the camera doesn't exist.
I was reacting already, but I was like immediately showing to you how I react whenever he does those jokes. Okay, so what do you think of the movie? Should we spoil the whole story?
If you don't want spoilers, fast forward like 10 minutes or something.
A bunch of minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think we spoil as we go.
Yeah.
Tak cerita sana. So what do you think of the movie?
I liked the movie.
Hmm.
I think the biggest takeaway I got from the movie was that it sort of made this statement through Jackson Maine,
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Chongwei. That was bad. Kan, what if you go up to Lee Chongwei one day and just call him Brad? So macam,
Why?
why? Because you're Brad Lee Chongwei. And he'd be like, I guess I am. I guess I am.
Well, you have to mention Bradley Cooper before you make the joke, or else
Yeah,
it
that's
would
true.
like fly over his head.
Like a shuttlecock. Hey. So see, why gesture towards the camera?
Because this is the only time that we have camera. We're not going to do this again for the next 100 episode probably.
Maybe. The statement that they made through Jackson Maine ialah, Jackson Maine was very much a product of his trauma, the product of him being the child whose childbirth killed his mother, who at 13 father died, and lived a very unconventional and childhood yang tak ada parents. And I feel like, you know, the context of him it says a lot about macam why he is prone to alcoholism, why he is prone to depression. It's because, you know, if you were to tell yourself that you were the reason your mother died, if you were to tell yourself that if your father died at a very young age, when you were young, and you know this, that, and the third, I think one would understand why one would want to drown all that out with alcohol and, you know, want to not exist anymore. You know?
But come to think of it, now that I remember that his dad passed away when he was 13, there was a scene when the brother said, your drinking buddy, the brother said to him, your drinking buddy was dead. He was 13 and probably even younger when he started drinking. Which made it crazier. Like, what the fuck?
Having an alcoholic father would do that to you.
Made you an alcoholic like early in your childhood.
But, you know, also, you know, alcoholism would also lead to either neglect, which it seemed like it. Macam his father would be blackout drunk a lot. Jadi macam because the father sort of neglected him, he felt unworthy and unvaluable, you know, unwanted even.
Tapi kan dia cakap yang dad was his only drinking buddy.
Yeah. Tapi,
so how
you know, I don't think the father drunk with Bradley Cooper because he liked Bradley Cooper. He just drunk because he wanted to drink. And here's this mistake over here. Let's get him drunk too. You know, why not? You know, drinking buddy is not.
Yalah.
Yeah.
But still, macam he was drinking at that young age. Macam who made him drink? Why was he drinking? But he said that macam he was the only drinking buddy instead of dad forced me to drink. Wasn't that? He did not resent being the father's drinking buddy. He loved the moments of being his father's drinking buddy.
Maybe.
It is from the way he was being defensive from the brother lah.
Probably. But yeah, it sort of reminded me that macam we are all our past trauma. So macam Jackson Maine had it bad lah. He had a terrible childhood because, you know, parents were basically out of the picture. But the brother tried to raise him the way he could lah. But It sort of made me think about how we all are products of our own traumas. And as much as we like to ascribe all the good things about ourselves to our parents, I think it in reality also we should also take into consideration all the bad things about us are also because of the bad things that happened to us in our childhood, and how we were traumatized or hurt or affected negatively through the way in which we were raised. And a healthy punya attitude ialah to be able to say that yes, I was raised in a certain way, some of it was good, some of it was bad, acknowledge all of it, acknowledge the problem, and then understand that we have each of our own toxic tendencies, and call ourselves out on our toxic behaviors. Understand that these toxic behaviors are not entirely our fault, but call them out and try to be better. Yeah, that's what I got from the movie. What do you think?
It's a great, I think it's a great movie. Yeah, like I don't think too much about the moral side of things. Just that it's a great movie to watch, especially. I think some parts of it macam it made me realize. This is like personally, it made me realize that, man, I don't want to live that pop star Hollywood life, because the way Dev
Chappelle.
No. Dev
Campbell.
No, the manager.
Oh, I don't remember.
Dev Sharon ke apa tahu nama dia. Rev Devron. Rev Devron. The way he waktu photoshoot kan, dia cakap Gaga habis, bukan Ellie habis photoshoot, and then she looked at the pictures on the laptop, and then the dude say macam, hey, see, you look beautiful, tapi the way he said it was like very lifeless. And then Ellie kata, yeah, oh really, you think so? Oh, dia jadi macam, you're like a machine. Basically Rev was being a machine of a praising machine, so that Ellie feels confident about herself. Well, Ellie is great, like she's a great singer and whatever not, but when you do that often to a person, that person rasa macam dia naik hidung tinggi lah, naik kepala lah, macam people keep on praising you all the time when you're great. But when you get that all the time, it scares me as to what kind of person I might become if I have a manager like that. Yeah, so it's like it's scary for me too. I cannot imagine having a pop star life and being getting praises from people, and most of the praises comes from a place where people wants to be your friend just because you're famous at that time, not because they want to be your friend, Yeah, so that hit me in that way during that time. And when Ellie changed, when she had to like sing new songs apa semua tu, that one it's like cheesy sikit lah, like your typical pop star route where you used to write like these awesome songs, but now that you're a pop star you have to change your image, you have to write certain songs and stuff. But yeah, I don't know how I can live with myself if I were to do that. Although I don't have the capacity nor capability to do that in the first place. Visually, no. Mentally or talent wise. So that's that. And Bradley Cooper, spoiler alert, killed himself towards the end. I really love the scene, how he did it, how Bradley Cooper directed that whole macam row of scenes. It started from macam Ellie tanya mana Jack. And dia kata tak ada lagi. Tak ada, pergi cari dia, pergi hantar dia kat rumah. And he was like stuck in the driveway. And then he get out of the car. And as he was staggering, tiba nampak tali pinggang. Macam, oh no, fuck, because of the scene where he mentioned yang he tried to kill himself. Ni apa lepas bapak dia meninggal Was it? Tak.
Somewhere around there.
I think bapak dia tak meninggal lagi waktu tu. Because he said like the kipas was at the living room for like 6 months. I think the father was still there. But he was just like trying to kill himself. But he failed. He used a tali pinggang for that. And then it came like full circle when he did that. Yeah. That was a brilliant scene. And when the police datang, it really show the police. It's just like lampu merah and biru dekat rumah. Oh man, that was so brilliant.
Lampu merah, lampu biru.
Dia pakai and dia tak tunjuk yang Ellie coming. Dia tak ada scene Ellie datang rumah menangis-nangis. Oh no, I found my husband dead hanging in the garage. Tak ada. It's just like lampu merah biru, police, and then tiba like dia, Ellie dengan abang Jack talking about each other. And they didn't even mention him dying. Just said like when I was at the pub, I heard his songs, people playing his songs everywhere. It's fucking annoying. Blah, blah. Yeah. That's like so nice. I like that flow. Tu je. I really appreciate that. And also how they just made it natural. Macam you talk over people in normal conversations, because in movies usually you don't hear that. You don't hear people talking over conversations. Like directors would say macam, tunggu dia habiskan line dia dulu. You know, whenever I get directed, macam tunggu your partner habiskan line dulu, and then baru you sambung, so that senang nak edit. Which I understand lah, but this one is just like they talk over each other, and then kalau tak dengar memang tu dia tanya balik like, sorry, you were saying, ulang balik. So it made it natural, and I really loved that. It's a wholesome movie, both technically and plot wise, story wise, acting wise, everything. I loved it.
Lampu merah, lampu biru. You marah, I love you. Also, when you said pop star, I in my head I was saying never stop, never stopping. Do you know this reference, right?
Yeah.
And December.
I almost forgot his name. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Good. We go into our inbox email now.
You can email us at buahmulutpodcast@gmail.com. Email us any questions, and the first one comes from Bek Kuning.
Bek Kuning. Alright. If homosexuals can't have kids, does that mean they will all die out and everyone will be straight?
What?
No. I think the flaw in the logic here ialah to think that homosexuals are the product of homosexual intercourse, which is not possible. Homosexuals
No, it's not.
are a product of being homosexual, not because their parents were homosexual, therefore it was passed down from person to person.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's not.
it happens. I don't know.
Yeah. But also, macam kalau they have surrogate mothers for that purpose. So macam you can get like a in vitro or something, sperm from the dad and the dad gabung, and then like that is the product of these two men, but also ovum of the surrogate mother lah. So that's like, here's our kid. This kid has both our genetics, but in the form of like lab baby, but also surrogate baby. So yeah, that's how homosexuals have kids, or they adopt.
Like Cam and Mitch.
Hey, modern family. Next question comes from Tai Merah.
Tai Merah says.
What?
Because
Why are you questioning my...
No.
I know we have used that. Okay, use something else.
No, it's okay. I didn't want to say it. Hello, what's the name of the instrument Taka used in the Queen mashup video? Is that a synth?
No, it's a looper. It's in the other room.
Did you forget?
Yeah.
No, the looper.
The looper. Looper. It's a looper. It's called Bose. I don't know how to pronounce it. Bose. Bukan kan? Boss. So it's Boss. Boss RC 505. Google that shit. And yeah, that's it. It's nice. It's amongst the few loopers that I've used. There's an app in iOS called Loopy, Lopy. That one is a great one also. I highly encourage people using that. Cuma kalau nak pakai yang tu, you have to use iRig with it. Sebab kau tak susah nak loop everything and loop instrument in it. But dia punya usability tu is very neat lah. You can pan on the thing. That's it. And I have TC Helicon Voice Live Touch 1 and Touch 2. Touch 1 nice juga, but it's like compared in terms of looping capabilities, I highly encourage RC 505 lah, sebab you can adjust the volume manually for each loop, and you have 5 loops. For Helicon 2, you can record 9 loops. 6 loops. So lebih kurang lah. But I would definitely prefer RC505 for the looping, sebab dia boleh adjust like manually. Cuma the downside is you can only use like one effect at a time for RC, and there's only like 3 effects limited for presets. Kalau yang Helicon semua tu, you can have a bunch of presets, and it's very much more about designing your vocals. The Voice Live Touch 1 and 2. And RC is more towards people yang beatbox. It's heavily towards beatboxers. But yeah, looping is also nice in that. Yeah, especially because you can, manually adjust the volumes for each and pan for each also. Yeah, so that's that. Try that. It's nice. Okay, next question comes from
Slipper Kiri. Assalamualaikum Abang Anwar dan Kak Taka. Boleh panggil saya Grenoble.
Slipper Kiri.
Saya seorang yang dulunya takut-takut nak ke depan dan selalunya banyak diam bila dalam grup yang ramai orang. Diam. Tapi semenjak masuk ke universiti, Alhamdulillah saya seakan semakin berani. Saya nak tanya Abang Anwar, apa nasihat untuk orang yang baru first time nak buat stand-up comedy? Oh man, why you ask me? I never done it. Soalan untuk Kak Taka, pernah tak lawak Abang Anwar terlalu hambar sehingga mendownkan mood keseluruhan hari?
Which one should we answer first? I think I should answer mine first because it's shorter.
Go ahead.
No. It's just like moments where I just like I don't know what to say.
But there have been times when I make a joke and then...
No, there's like a bunch of jokes.
Okay.
Ini apa? Lawak ke plural ke singular? I don't know.
Lawak
So bukan single lawak lah. There's like a bunch of...
Yeah, and it's not selalunya yang mendownkan sesuatu, bukanlah down, tapi lebih kepada macam bagi dia marah lah.
Kau marah, bengang.
Yeah, well...
Bengang is
Let's talk
not
about
marah.
synonyms, shall we?
You're irritated, but you're not furious. I'm irritated. I'm agitated, but I'm not furious. So agitation is just like slightly annoyed.
It's the same to me.
Okay.
It's still marah to me.
Okay.
And jokes can make people angry too. But I don't have to tell you that. You know that.
You were saying...
I was saying, but yeah, it's about context as well. Which a lot earlier in our relationship, I wasn't aware about this. I just made jokes at wrong times, and she didn't appreciate a lot of those.
Wrong times maksudnya waktu kita tengah like we have arguments and then he make jokes macam nope, not now, I'm trying to be serious and you're not taking this seriously by making jokes.
Yeah.
Is that it, or is it something else that you're trying to?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now I've come to understand that jokes are not good always. Sometimes jokes aren't welcome, and it's taken me years and years to understand that that's a thing, and I'm continuing to learn that there are times that you don't make jokes and there are times that you do.
Has any kinds of joke from another person irritate you?
No.
Sure not.
I'm pretty sure. Unless it's racist lah.
Okay.
It's either racist or misogynist or something.
Because you told me
if the joke is meant to degrade someone, especially if that thing about that someone is something that they cannot change about themselves, then I don't appreciate those. But more often than not, I appreciate jokes lah.
What if that joke was made by a person that you dislike very, very much?
If it's funny,
you would still laugh at it.
Yeah, probably.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, but if it's funny lah, all it needs to be is funny. If it's not, then it's not.
Has that person ever made a joke wherein you laugh at?
Maybe. I don't remember. Probably. I don't remember.
Okay. So yeah, apakah nasihat untuk orang yang baru nak buat stand-up comedy?
For stand-up comedy, I'm not in a position to say because I've never done stand-up comedy myself, so I don't know. I am friends with a stand-up comedian.
Only when he stands up.
And through talking with him and also listening to interviews with stand-up comedians and stuff like that, also following Mike Falzone's journey as a stand-up comedian, Elliot Morgan's journey as a stand-up comedian, from tak pernah buat stand-up comedy to being full-time stand-up comedians. I kind of macam get a few things lah from them. But please understand that I'm talking out of second-hand knowledge and not first-hand knowledge lah. Nasihat untuk orang baru first time nak buat stand-up comedy ialah you're bad. You are bad at stand-up comedy. If it's your first time doing stand-up comedy, you're bad at it. It doesn't matter who you are, you're bad at stand-up comedy.
If it's your first time.
Embrace it. Be okay with being bad. And be bad as many times as you need to be in order to get good. Mike Falzone says it takes a stand-up comedian 10 years just to find a voice. Bukan to be funny lah. To find a voice.
Meaning to find the style?
Yeah, to find who you are as a stand-up comedian. Macam to understand what kinds of jokes you can make and what kinds of jokes you can't make. When you start off as a stand-up comedian, you just take in all the things that you think are funny and you do it all on stage. It doesn't really need to tie into your identity. Doesn't really need to tie into much of a longer narrative or anything like that. It just you're just putting out jokes. 10-second joke here, 20-second joke here, 20-second joke here, 20-second joke here. See what lands, see what doesn't. And after 10 years, you sort of understand that, I can tell an unfunny joke funnily because of my voice. And it works only with you. That is why say Mike Falzone can do the jokes that he does but you can't make the same jokes that he does. You know, you can try copying everything verbatim, but you won't get the laugh that he does because you're not Mike Falzone. An extreme example of this would be Michael Scott cuba tiru Chris Rock punya joke.
No.
It works. Chris Rock jokes work because Chris Rock said it. Anybody else says it, macam why
would you do that?
Why would you say that? You know, that kind of thing. That's an extreme example lah. But yeah, understand that. Also, another thing, a mosaic tells me this. Hang out with other comedians. Because he says, macam the difference between comedians who get funny and comedians who does it for 6 months and then quits. Ialah selepas the comedy show, lepak-lepak ke tak?
Oh.
Kalau stand-up comedian tu pergi ke show, does his 3 minutes, balik, 6 bulan lepas tu dia tak main dah.
That happens with
consistently.
Ooh.
And dia kata orang yang akan stay continues to do stand-up comedy for 5 years. Ialah the people selepas show pergi lepak mamak. Because that's when the wisdom is diturunkan. That's when the stand-up comedians who have been doing it for 10 years, they tell you
during the lepak session.
Yeah.
So it's not lepak per se, it's literally
dia macam tuition lah. Dia macam kelas tambahan.
Yeah.
But you know, depa akan cakap, or rather Mosaic tells me that you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this unless it's funny. It's always dekat belakang tu, unless it's funny. You know, there are all these rules that can be broken at any time. You know, the condition ialah it has to be funny. You know, don't use a prop on stage unless it's funny. You know, don't play characters on stage unless it's funny, or some or other. Benda-benda macam ni, macam tu.
Don't eat samyang unless it's funny.
Yeah. Macam, so macam the main thing about being a stand-up comedian ialah to make people laugh. And macam jokes that you say to one person or jokes that you say to 5 friends and it makes them laugh, it doesn't mean that that joke will translate on stage.
Betul?
To 15 strangers. Similarly, a joke that you make that doesn't make 5 friends laugh, it can work on stage with 15 strangers. So to find out if it works or not, you have to put it on stage. Which is why sebelum any comedian gets up on stage and does an hour special on Netflix or whatever, throughout the year, they're on open mics or they're on, you know, smaller clubs trying out these jokes to see what's funny and what's not. Because they don't know. They think it's funny. I might think, you know, this 1 minute bit is funny, but I won't actually know if it's funny or not
unless I do it
on stage. You know, I might think this 1 minute bit is funny because, you know, my wife laughed at it. But you don't know if it's funny yet on stage, because that's what matters. What matters ialah, can you make a room full of strangers laugh? And that's what stand-up comedy is for most of it. Yeah. So macam definitely talk to a lot of stand-up comedians. Definitely do it a lot. And tahan your first year of being not funny at all. Then you'll start getting funny. That's it lah.
Be bad.
Yeah, be bad now.
A lot of times.
Be bad first, because you have no choice lah sebenarnya.
You have no choice but to be bad.
Choice. So macam the first few times you go up on stage and nobody laughs, it's very easy to say macam, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to be a stand-up comedian. You don't know yet. You don't know yet.
Yeah.
You just went on stage and did 3 minutes 3 times, which is 9 minutes, and you're going to base whether you're funny or not on 9 minutes.
Oh, that
Macam
is
you're not,
so nice.
macam you're not being fair to yourself lah. Give yourself time to grow, and give yourself time to figure it out. Figure out what it is you're funny at. You know, and you know, have fun. Definitely have fun. And you know, you might bomb on stage, and you might bomb on stage 100 times, but have fun bombing lah. It's easier said than done. I am terrified of it still. That's why I haven't done it yet.
I was gonna say, for a person who has never done stand-up comedy, you should have great advice.
Can.
I'm not saying those advice were bad. It's great.
Because I hang out with
those people.
With people who have good advice. And
So
I
you
listen to a lot of people who have good advice.
You impart to this person.
Yeah.
Slipper kiri.
What I've learned through listening to Mike Falzon, through listening to Elliot Morgan, through listening to Mosaic, through, you know,
A lot of people.
And this is what I get. Blah, 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 blah,
Okay,
blah.
so this is last question.
Last question.
From
Giver, who asks 4 questions.
Giver. Nama dia Giver.
Oh, boleh? Giver.
I don't know. I thought you were saying.
Boleh? I said this is the last question giver.
Oh, a question giver.
Pemberi soalan.
So nama dia Giver.
Boleh?
Okay.
Dear Taka and Anwar, congratulations for your 100th podcast episode. Thank you.
Hey.
Number 1, when you think about your first podcast, what do you remember?
It was in the car.
You were in a car.
It was in the car. We're using Zoom.
Parking lot dekat KFC Perda.
KFC ke? Was it Baskin Robin?
It was KFC Perda.
It wasn't Baskin
Pada
Robin
waktu malam, we talked about Taylor Swift
Yeah.
being a snake. Or
But I thought it
something.
was Baskin Robin.
It wasn't Baskin Robin, it was KFC.
Okay. Bukan Baskin Robin. Haagen-Dazs yang...
No, it wasn't that.
Wasn't that?
It wasn't
Was that the second episode? I sort of remember it was in
Maybe
the
it
car.
was the second episode, but it wasn't the first episode lah.
Taylor was first.
Yeah.
Was it second?
No.
Ke second dengan third dekat Airbnb tu?
Yeah, second and third dekat Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
First was in a parking lot dekat KFC, Perda, with a Zoom H1.
Yeah.
And
Those are the days.
We talked about this podcast being a podcast about what Tweet Malaysia was talking about.
Yep. Just to get an idea of what to talk about. So
Yeah,
macam, apakah topik minggu ini?
Because we didn't know what to talk about. But, you know, pretty quickly, I think, things devolved into the format that it is right now.
You said devolve or evolve?
Devolved. Digivolved.
Give ourselves some credit. We evolve.
Well, okay, evolved.
Okay.
E-cigs and e-tournaments.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, what do you remember? You obviously remember Haagen-Dazs for some reason.
Because I remember we had ice cream and then we did a podcast or something like that.
I don't remember having ice cream.
But macam I do remember that car was parked around Haagen-Dazs punya dekat Perda Haagen-Dazs tu.
Haagen-Dazs Perda ialah dekat Juru.
Yes, kat Juru.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I remember. I guess I remembered wrongly. Or you remembered wrongly. But we did talk about Taylor Swift when
We did talk about Taylor Swift.
ni waktu Kim was dropping that she's a snake or something like that.
Yeah. I think dia ada Snapchat ke?
Yeah, the Snapchat thing.
The
Yeah.
Snapchat.
He's searching for our first episode now.
Tapi kena scroll jauh.
Tu lah. So yeah, that's the first podcast punya memory.
Yeah, that's it.
We were busuk
I don't want to.
And it was like we recorded it macam kita gantung Zoom tu. Letak kat cermin ke apa dah. And then we talked to it. Like we weren't holding it. That was for sure.
Gorilla Pod.
Oh yeah, Gorilla Pod.
Yeah.
Dia tu.
Yeah.
It was barely audible. It was shit
It was
audio.
very bad audio. Very bad audio.
Dah pasal dalam kereta. And ada aircon tu waktu tu. We turn off the engine, is it?
We didn't turn off the engine.
So it's like bunyi
Yeah,
aircon.
it was very bad audio. Comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
Relative to now.
Now we've evolved into Zoom H6. Get it, guys.
Get it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Number 2, what is your favorite moment? I guess throughout the podcast lah.
I think it's a bit unfair to say that the favourite moment was our first live podcast.
Why is it unfair?
Sebab macam it's visual. You know, personal definitely. I think if personal, macam just kita podcast like normally, there are like a bunch of things that I like. Macam sometimes I would come off the episode macam, oh man, that was a great discussion, great podcast that we have. But there were like a bunch of those I couldn't remember and pinpoint any. So the only thing I can remember is the live podcast, because it's the only thing that is different from everything else.
Yeah.
So if I were to ask, this person were to ask me again, what's your memorable moments? It's either live podcast or this one, because 100 episode got video.
I think I always like re-listening. Bukan lah I always do, but I like it lah. Some episodes I'm like I enjoy listening to while I'm listening to it. And but I think some of my favorite moments that are in my mind right now, are fresh out the oven in my brain, ialah when we talk as if we are recording, but we're not recording yet.
Huh?
Macam, do you remember this one time here lah, several episodes ago, where we were just talking into the microphone? Yeah.
Because I think we were enjoying this.
Yeah.
I think
it was the first time.
First time using
a splitter. And we were just talking into the microphone. Padahal tak record lagi. It was like we had a 30-minute podcast before we had the actual podcast.
Was it that long?
I don't know.
It was. Actually, I think it was.
It was like, pretty long lah. It was, it wasn't like 5 minutes lah. It was definitely longer. So macam, I think that too.
Aww. Does that mean we have to incorporate new things? Like, okay, what's next? Hari tu in-ear monitors. Next we would have we have the Excel yang mic tu. So dia boleh push the mic away and
yang the claw.
Yeah. So we don't have to hold our mics anymore. But that would be annoying to set up on this bed.
Yeah.
Just gonna use our hands. We code this. So next question. What do you regret the most during the podcast? What would we regret? I don't think we regret anything. Do we regret anything? Did we get shit from people?
No. At least I don't think so. I think the most amount of backlash that we got, Ella, when we talked about Fatah Amin.
Was it backlash?
Some comments said macam, why are you talking bad about Fatah Amin? He's just a dude.
On the SoundCloud podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't read it.
Yeah, I read it.
But what were we talking about?
We talked about
99 Khalif tu ke?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember listening to that on the way to a Kalsom event, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in KKB, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, now I sort of remember one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
When you get angry at pet peeves. It's very difficult to hear Anwar getting so annoyed and pissed about something that is not me. So I don't know. Yeah. No, when we argue, different matter lah. But macam you were so annoyed and so enthusiastically mad about this peeve. I think it was grammar or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. And macam that I think that was it was a memorable episode, like one of the episodes I remember, because I think usually I would listen to our podcast again if I feel like, after coming off of the podcast, macam, that was a great episode, I want to listen to that again. That's the only time when okay, if I like the episode enough, I would re-listen to the episode again. Tu je.
Jana.
So what's your
I think some of the episodes macam because of recording the podcast Or rather, because of a thing that I said during the podcast, you get mad at me. I think I don't like those instances. I regret, making you mad. And when I re-listen to those episodes and then I listen, oh, here it is. And then at the end, bila selamat hari raya, you're not really there anymore. Things like that. So tak bestnya.
That was last week, right? I felt it was recent.
One was recent. Another one was also in the way back. While we were still recording on our phone, the living room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. If you were given the last chance to do a podcast, what would you do in the episode?
Why last?
I don't know, the world's ending.
I guess.
Or
yeah, if the world is ending,
you have to move to LA, but I couldn't move yet because my visa was denied. Let's say it's the last episode. That sounds so sad, but yeah.
So sad. So sad.
But it's very likely for my visa to get declined, rejected. I don't know.
It's a sad, sad situation.
Okay, so what would we do in the last episode?
If the world is ending, I would want to talk about the world ending, I think.
So we know the world is ending, definitely. That's why it's the last episode.
Yeah.
Zombie outbreak out there.
World War 3 is upon us, guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
But we still have internet, surprisingly. But how the world is ending.
Yeah, I mean, we
it's
would
not
say
gradually ending.
It's we just received word from Tun Mahathir that internet will be cut a week from now. Therefore, this episode will be our last. Something like that.
Yeah, so we would talk about that.
Yeah, probably.
We would reminisce on the whole podcast.
Maybe.
Having this person asking all these questions again, that would be great.
Yeah, I like this person.
Yeah, to get this going. And what if it's the other thing where you have to go to LA and my visa is denied, so I need to try it again. So you have to
I have to go LA. Am I going to the forum? I don't know. I think we would want, or at least I would want to talk about the future. Hopes and dreams and ambitions and worries and stuff like that.
Our future.
Yeah. Our individual future and our collective future. I think I would want to talk about that. What do you think?
Yeah, same. I can't bring myself to say macam our last podcast being that macam we're gonna part ways romantically. I can never bring myself to say that.
Same.
That's why I said
Same Dawson.
him moving to LA and I couldn't go because visa. It's not like macam parting ways romantically. That one I cannot come to terms with that. I don't wanna imagine that. So yeah. Hopefully we get to do this until we're 65, but the podcast will be like, live telecast where we could just notify our listeners. Hey, we're gonna have a podcast tonight. Tune in, and then we just send a message through our nail or something. And then don't dengar live. So we don't have to edit and upload. This is ancient gadgetry.
Alright. Through our 9-inch nail.
Into 2060. Yeah. 2068.
2060 will be 70 years old.
Yeah.
78 years old.
No, we are 70. How are we 78?
You said 2068.
Oh, okay.
We're 78.
No, I said 2060 and then 2068.
Okay,
so 2070 lah. So
right.
we'll be 80 years old.
What kind of 80-year-old would you be?
Are we already talking about aspirations and hobbies and futures and hopes and dreams?
No.
As if this is our last episode.
No.
What would we be?
You just raised the situation that we might be.
Okay, we're 80,
80 years old.
But
I would not like to be an 80-year-old. I'd like to get that on record.
Because you would want to
not
move on.
Not be an 80-year-old.
Not live that long.
Yeah.
So you're gonna leave me alone here, being an 80-year-old person. Just like leave me alone, huh? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, so that
Yes.
you can stop being annoyed by me lah. So that you can stop rolling your eyes at me and sigh every time I talk. Macam you should get a rest from me lah after a certain amount. Macam cukup lah tu.
But I still need you. Who's going to edit this on this podcast when I'm 80?
I'm sure YouTube would have tutorials by then. Now, sekarang tak ada lah. It's impossible to get YouTube tutorials nowadays. But we hope that in 2080, somebody will do something lah.
Okay.
2080, 2070. Sorry.
2070, yeah, too. Because we're 80 years old. So yeah, let's say you're well and alive. What would you do? And medicine has advanced, so like people don't look as old as they are anymore. They're still at the age of 80. We would feel 60. We can still naik basikal and drive and shit like a true Japanese oji-chan or obasan, where they still naik basikal at the age of 80, which is crazy.
Will we live in terrace house?
He's been watching Terrace House and he's been dragging me with it. It's not dragging, just it looked interesting and it's in Japanese, so why not?
I like it.
It is nice.
But yeah, I think if I reach 80, I'll try to do stand-up comedy for the first time again.
So your LA dream is
I'll
like
finally do it. I'll finally get on stage and tell some jokes.
Your LA dream will begin at 80.
Yeah.
So that is when we that is when we have our last episode lah, because you go to LA and I couldn't go because of our visa.
Yeah.
My visa.
Oh, also, can I go back to nasihat about
stand-up
comedy?
Yeah, sure.
Make sure that in your 3 minutes got punchline.
Ada korang buat ada punchline? How? How? Why would you do stand-up if you don't have punchline?
They don't understand
the concept.
What it is.
Okay.
Yeah, because they think is stand-up comedy. Yeah, they think stand-up comedy ialah you going up on stage, talking for 3 minutes, and in the middle, people magically laugh. Which is, if you don't study the form, if you don't examine what comedians do, which a lot of people might tend to think that because takkan stand-up comedy pun ada science dia kot. Kan it does have a format and does have structure to it, and in listening to stand-up comedians you have to examine where you are laughing and why. So every time macam rewatch your favorite stand-up comedy YouTube videos, examine what you are laughing at and why. What comes around your laugh? What comes before your laugh especially? Because in a joke, there are two things. Setup, punchline. That's it.
Explain, what's a setup? Contoh, like a simple joke.
A setup would be...
Example would be the best.
Yeah. A setup would be you putting a cawan on a table, and a punchline ialah you pushing that cawan off the table. So that's a visual example. A joke example would be macam teka-teki use a setup punchline. The setup is the soalan. The soalan is sayur apa kena beratok? Sayur apa kena beratuk? That's the setup. The punchline ialah cucumber. That's the punchline. Because the punchline is you take that setup, subvert expectations, make people laugh. The punchline is where you make people laugh. But you cannot use punchline sahaja. You can't just go up to someone and say cucumber. It doesn't work. It's a laugh because
it's ridiculous.
Because it subverts expectation. Also because I already set up to you, which was my whole explanation tadi was the setup, and then me going up to you and suddenly saying cucumber ialah the punchline. So understand that jokes have setups and punchlines, and make sure when you do stand-up comedy, your 3 minutes open mic, make sure when you have your bit down, some people like to write it, to the word and then hafal macam theater. Some people like to macam just bullet points. Some people go up without anything. I would advise against that lah if you're doing it for the first time. For the first time, have material down, have jokes down, hafal, go up and understand that jokes are made up of setup and punchline, and make sure punchlines are there, and make sure setups are there also. Some people go up to stage 3 minutes and they just talk about them going to Batu Caves. Right? They go to Batu Caves, they see some monkeys, the monkeys steal my ice cream, habis 3 minit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bercerita.
And macam you can maybe, if you want to, I would advise against this, but you can, if it's funny, go up on stage, your setup ialah 2 minit 55 saat, and your punchline is 5 saat. You can do that. It's boring though, unless you're Dave Chappelle, then you can build up to a 3 minute joke, 3 minute setup to get to that 5 second punchline. But sebagai orang baru, the general rule or the sweet spot that you want to try to hit so that people think you're funny ialah a punchline every 30 seconds or so. So in the 3 minutes, if you can incorporate 6 punchlines, that's a good macam target to hit already. So yeah, and practice. Or not, I don't know. Just fail lah. Be bad at it, fail. Understand that jokes have setups and punchlines. Don't make people wait 3 minutes for the punchline.
Unless you're Dave Chappelle.
Which
you're probably not.
Because you're so busy acting in A Star Is Born and all that.
Yes. Specifically that, not anything
not
else.
Anything
just
else.
The Star Is
Just
Born.
busy with The Star Is Born.
And I think that is our punchline, sort of. We set up a whole podcast talking about Star Is Born, and then our punchline is Dave Chappelle.
Unless you're Dave Chappelle. Yeah. And that's it really.
That's it really. So you can email us at buahmulutpodcast@gmail.com if you want us to answer your questions. You will be anonymous. We will give you names. Sometimes we will repeat it, even though I've told Anwar, like, don't use that name because we already used it before, like Tai Merah, padahal dah pakai. But I use it anyway because it's me. Yeah, we will answer your questions, and do email us and stuff. Please don't leave comments on this video. I mean, you can leave comments on this video. Don't ask us questions on this video because we will not check out the video comments for the next episode in question. So yeah, please ask us now. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you for participating in this podcast episode. You've been great. The point that you made just seconds ago was very nice, very eloquent, very persuasive. I have now a change of heart regarding what I felt about what you said. I was very much against it, but after you made your point, I feel like, I agree with you.
It would have been funny if you were Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I would only suggest punchline lah.
Punchline, yeah. Full circle.
Yeah. That's it for this episode.
See you next week on a normal non-video.
Send us questions on our podcast if you want us to answer it.
buahmulutpodcast@gmail.com.
And
Selamat Hari Raya.